Olá, how are you? Tudo bem? So yesterday I went to Amsterdam to have lunch with a friend and then dinner with other friends. And in between appointments, let's say, I went to this place called Winkel 43, which is very famous in Amsterdam, like very famous for their apple pie. It's a really great apple pie. Uh, and yeah, like I think it's very trendy, like on social media also, because there's always like a line of people waiting to get inside. So it's quite famous, quite good, very good. And I was there and I had time between like lunch and dinner, and I said like, okay, I will go to Winkel to have like an apple pie and coffee, and yeah, just have a good time there. And when I was there, I was by myself. uh, I just thought about the first time that we went there. Marcus and I, like, we went there in 2019, and we were traveling here in Europe. We were not like living here in the Netherlands back then. We were living in Brazil, and then we came to travel like around some countries, including the Netherlands, including Amsterdam. And we went there because we saw it in like a TV show, like a Brazilian TV show, and we were like, this seems very nice, very good. So we went there. It was not that trendy back then, but we went there, and yeah, we were like so impressed by their apple pie. It was so good. I think we came back, like we went once and then we came back like a second time before like leaving Amsterdam, and we had, I think, only 3 or 4 days in Amsterdam. So we went there like two times. And while I was there, like yesterday, eating my apple pie and thinking about the first time that I was there, uh, I just thought about, yeah, how funny life is sometimes. Like, cause when I was there in 2019, to be honest, like, I wouldn't have imagined that. I don't know, like 6, 7 years later, I would be living in the Netherlands, and Vinca would be like, yeah, a 1 hour travel from me, and not like super far away from São Paulo. Uh, and yeah, I don't know, like it was a bit emotional for me to think about that, and also to think about like everything that happened between 2019 and like yesterday. It was quite a journey. Uh, but I was like, yeah, life sometimes take us to places that we never imagined that we would uh, go, and sometimes we just have to, like, do these things, and we just have to take the leap, and yeah, go after like whatever we want to do, because we never know, like we never know where we might end up. So yeah, life can be good sometimes. And I think that, like, in the last video, I was saying that like I try to see things through this positive lens. um but yeah, like sometimes I'm also negative, so it's good to see life, like see the good things that life brings us. uh and yeah, it was funny because like the same day, yesterday, I also like went back to the office that I used to work at until December last year. And when I was arriving there, I don't know, like it was a very weird feeling. uh I worked there for almost 4 years. It was quite like a long time. It was my longest job, let's say, the longest period that I spent on a job. And when I started, like I didn't think that it would like last this long, because my contract was like for 7 months only. I was covering for a maternity leave. Thank God for Ellie. And then I started that job for 7 months. That was the plan. Uh, but once I was there, I was like, yeah, I just want to do a good job. I would just want to prove myself. And then I did a good job, and they like extended my contract like one time, and then like a second time, and then like they got me like a permanent contract. And then I stayed for almost 4 years. Uh, and while I was there, to be honest, like I thought that I would create a career there, mainly because of the people. Like we had very, very nice people there. Uh, and I made like such good friends, like all these friends that I was visiting and like having lunch and dinner yesterday, they were all from this previous place. So like amazing people, super, super nice. And I think that like I stayed there that long because of these people. Um, but like at some point, I really thought that I would create a career there, like I would grow, like I would, yeah, like take higher positions and everything. I didn't know where I would end up, but like I thought that I would, like, uh, yeah, grow there and spend like a lot of years there, because it was like my first time working in the fashion industry, like apparel. And this is something that I really like, that I'm very passionate about. And I really thought that, I don't know, like I would create a career there. Um, but then, like, I left, uh, and yeah, like suddenly, it was not part of my life anymore, you know. And then when I was going back there, like yesterday, it felt very weird to like be going back. Um, I don't know, like this. It's like seeing an ex, like, yeah, if you have an ex, it's, yeah, not the best feeling, I think. Um, so yeah, I had this very strong and weird feeling when I was going back there yesterday. And thinking that like once I thought that I would spend like years and years there, like creating my career there. Um, and then I was not there anymore. That life was like behind me. That chapter was over. And like, yeah. So life can be funny sometimes, like sometimes things that we never like imagined that would happen, like they happen. And it's like amazing, it's great. And then other things that we thought that they would last like forever, they end. And it's, yeah, it's also fine, like life is made of cycles, I think. So yeah, I was like with this, I don't know, like I came back home yesterday like with this like feelings, like feeling very grateful uh, for everything that happened, like since the first time that we tried that apple pie. Uh, and also like feeling very, I don't know, like mixed feelings regarding this last chapter of my work life. So, yeah, life is unpredictable. This is what I have to like share today. Like my mom, she always say that like life is impermanent. I don't know if this is a word, but in Portuguese is impermanente. Probably in English is similar, meaning that like, yeah, life is not constant. Life is always changing. Life is always uh, moving. Nothing is fixed, and we have to embrace that. This comes, I think that this idea comes from Buddhism, and my mom like used to study like a lot of things from Buddhism. She's not a Buddhist, but yeah, in Brazil we we believe in a lot of things. A lot of people, they, yeah, believe in like things from the Catholic Church, also from the, I don't know, like the more evangelical church, and spirituality, like astrology, all these things. Like Brazilians usually believe in a lot of things. My mom is not like is no different. She also believes in a lot of things. And I think that in the end it's good, like when you take the good things from like different places, so you're not, I don't know, like stuck in one belief system, like you are making your own belief system. So I think it's good. And she always talk about this, yeah, this concept that like life is always moving and changing and everything. So yeah, I think that yesterday was the proof of that. Like life is always changing and moving, and I think we have to be present to enjoy what we have like now, because this is the only thing we have, like it's this moment. And yeah, the rest, like we don't know, right? Like I'm doing this video now, and let me check if I'm recording. I'm doing this video now, and I'm trying this like YouTuber thing because it seems nice and fun, but we don't know, like I don't know where this is gonna end up. So yeah, we don't know, we never know. I think the only thing we know is like what is happening now, uh, what we are doing now. Like this is the only thing that exist. So yeah, we just have to be present and do whatever we want like now, thinking that like maybe this will bring the things that we want like later. Uh, but yeah, we have to enjoy what we have now. And also like other things in my life, like as I mentioned in the first video, I'm unemployed. um I also don't know like where this is gonna like end up, but I'm just trying to use this time to, I don't know, do things that I want to do, like doing this YouTube thing. And let's see what happens, like maybe in a few months I will look back and say like, oh my god, that YouTuber chapter was I don't know what I was thinking about. Or maybe I will look back and say like, thank god I started that like on the 18th of February, because that's why like I'm here today. So we never know. Like we never know. We have to do what we feel like doing, and yeah, just live in the moment, understand the things we want to do, and go after them, I think. Of course, it's like easier said than done, but yeah, I think that this is the way to go. Otherwise, like, I don't know, we might end up like with a lot of what ifs, like, and this is, I think, my biggest fear is like dying with a lot of what ifs. Like, what if I like had started that YouTube channel? What if I hadn't moved to the Netherlands? Uh, what if I like had stayed in Brazil? I don't know. What if I hadn't like came out of the closet? Like all these things, like, yeah, I don't want to die with a lot of what ifs. Like, I want to understand what are the rest of these sentences, like, what if dot dot dot, like, what are the ending for like this the endings for this sentence, and like what do I have to do to make them reality, like reality, and not think about like what if. Because yeah, life is super super short, and like I said, like I spent 4 years in that company, and it went like this super super fast, crazy fast. uh, and yeah, now I'm here, like almost 2 months like since I left, and it also like feels that that chapter ended like years ago. So yeah, time is this crazy concept, very relative, and at the same time very short. So the only thing we can do is, yeah, live in the moment, understand like what are the things that we want to do or we would like to do, uh, and try them, see what happens. So we might like not end up with a lot of what ifs and like a very empty list of accomplished goals or dreams or whatever. So yeah, maybe a very another very uh I don't know, like down video or sad video. But I don't know, to be honest, I'm just coming here and like sharing the things that I want to share, like, again, still very unscripted and very natural. Um and that's why I have like a lot of a lot of, yeah, these pauses, because I'm just like figuring out what I want to say and like how this is all flowing. So yeah, just like thinking about how life can be funny, and yeah, how our paths might lead us to places that we've never dreamed of, and the only thing separating us from like, yeah, getting there is like one step. So yeah, yeah, deep stuff. Talking about deep stuff, I just want to make some commercial here for my podcast. I mean, it's there. It's maybe like on hold for now, but I have this podcast. If you want to listen to all these things that I shared there, like you just have to search for some deep shit uh, on podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Is available like on both platforms. And the idea is like I was just sharing these like deep things and thoughts that I don't know, like loved uh hearing like somewhere else, and I was not hearing somewhere else, so I was just like voicing all these things and putting into words. I think like a lot of things that we all feel, but we all have like, I don't know, like issues vocalizing them. So yeah, if you want to listen more, you can go there. I will try to put like the link here in the description, but I don't know if it's gonna work. But I don't know if I'm able to add external links yet. So yeah, if it doesn't work, just search for some deep shit. And that's it. That's it for today. Again, leave here in the comments like what do you think about all these things. If you like the video and subscribe and all these things. Yeah, the first video, like I think we had some views, so I'm just trying to think about like this in like a spatial analogy, you know, like I think the first video was uh uh let's say dinner, a bar table with like 3 people. So let's see how this is evolving. Like maybe the second video will be bigger, maybe it will be like a bigger table, and let's see where this is going. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so take care, se cuida, and see you next time. Ciao.